Hey, shalom, 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 shalom. Just want to say happy day of atonement, okay? Happy day of atonement, happy day of atonement, man. You know, a much needed day for our people, all right? That fear and serve the Most High God of the Bible. Yahweh is his name, which they call God, and Yahweh Shai is his son name, what they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. My name is Priest Dahawa Mayum. I represent the Shepherds of Berea Camp out here in Atlanta, Georgia. All right. Just want to come out here, and the name of this title is going to be called Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Okay. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Those are the brothers that taught me well. I remember getting shot. Not only do I remember getting shot, I used to, was involved in robberies. And to be all the way transparent, I knew about Yahweh Shai, but I was fighting a battle internally. I was being double-minded, and I remember getting shot. Well, I did get shot, and I had a collapsed lung. I was in the hospital, I think, for like 6 nights. I got released on the 7th day, which was even spiritual within itself. When I got shot, I was calling on the name of the Lord. When my cousins found me on the floor, because I ran around the corner after I got shot, and I seen the whole play, I ran around the corner after I got shot, and the guy that shot me, he was shooting at my cousins, and none of them had got hit. I'm the only one that got hit. Now, mind you, that day was a Saturday. I supposed to have been going out to listen to the apostles of Great Millstone. And I was taking my time because I was hanging out with my cousins. In the midst of that, a week before that, me and my cousins tried to do a robbery in a hotel. And, I was in shape. I'm 6'2.5". At that time, I was 230 pounds. And I was trying my best to bust down this door. And inside the room was $100,000 and a Rolex watch. Because my cousin used to pimp females at the time. And one of the females told him that this Colombian guy, or, Colombian/white, he was Colombian. He had $100,000 in the hotel room. So me and my cousin tried to go over there and bust down the door. And this is why me knowing the name of Yahweh Shai. I wasn't in no camp. I wasn't involved in no camp at that time. I was still listening, hearing the word. And I had a dream that weekend that I was going to get shot, and I woke up in a cold sweat. And I called one of my friends. Her last name starts with a C. And I told her that I had a dream that I had got shot. And literally, she told me, don't worry about it, everything gonna be okay. And I went to my grandmother's block, because I grew up on a block called Ashford, which is in East New York, between Livonia and Dumont. And I did a pit stop to go be around my family that was having barbecues. And, the whole block was live. They was playing music. And then I went down the corner and I was working out with my cousins talking. And I knew the apostles normally get out there like around, 3 o'clock, and they normally stay out there late. You know what I mean? So, it took like an hour and a half to get to Manhattan. And I was bullshitting on the corner and I got shot, man, And this is why me knowing the name of Yahweh Shai. So I say that when I ran around the corner, my cousins picked me up in the truck. He had a cherry red Escalade truck. And when I got I was running, and I went to this lady home that knew me since I was a little child. She's like, get in the house. And I was bleeding, and I was coughing up blood, and I had no blood coming out my nose. And I felt like I was going to go, like, to the spirit realm. And my whole life flashed in front of me, right? So, I get in the car with my cousin, and when I'm in the car, I'm praying to Yahweh Shai, because I know the name. And I'm praying to Yahweh Shai. And I'm asking him for forgiveness, and I don't want to die, because my whole life flashed in front of me. And that's the first time that I realized that I did absolutely dog shit with my life. And I was sorry about that because I was supposed to be out there listening to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, you know? So that's my little story, you know? I had a journey, and I'm grateful that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know, allowed me to be able to come on the highways and byways and, you know, speak his truth, you know? I'm grateful for that. You know, it's real humbling, you know, getting shot and like, damn, like, God, you'll kill me, you know? And he had mercy on my soul and on my spirit. And I thank Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for forgiving me and allowing me to be in his truth. You know, I thank the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for giving me this knowledge and just, you know, always loving me with open arms, man. Seriously, man. So, and on this day of atonement, you know, I am sorry, you know, because I'm not perfect. You know, I fucked up, you know, before coming in this truth. You know, I made mistakes, you know, while being in this truth, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I grew up a tough life in East New York at the height of the crack era. You know, my mother was a great mother. You know, she did corrections, you know, New York City correction. And she wasn't home a lot, you know. And I had a babysitter named Aviva. You know, her father was an Israelite, old school, One West Israelite, that I found out later on. And, you know, she really couldn't babysit, you know, us, man. We was running around the streets, riding our bikes, you know, going all over the place, man. My father, you know, he did corrections too. So, you know, I was kind of like, you know, kind of like just having a crazy childhood, man. But, you know, I'm grateful that the Most High had mercy on me. You know, a lot of my friends wound up becoming gangsters, or what they call gangsters, top blood members, top drug dealers. You know, well, my cousins and them, you know, became super gangsters in East New York, Brownsville, New York City. A lot of people know them, you know. And I'm just grateful that the Lord allowed me to come in his truth, and I pray that I could be one of the elect. So, all right, that's enough for me, you know. But the mirror, right? Mirror, mirror on the wall. A mirror is able to show details about you that you didn't know existed, all right? Right here it says, in the Free Dictionary, it says, a surface capable of reflecting sufficient undiffused light to form an image of an object placed in front of it, also called a looking glass. Something that is faithfully reflects or gives a true picture of something else. So this mirror, okay, the law is like a mirror. And what image is the law showing you? All right, the law is showing you the image of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, okay? And I'm going to show you that, okay? And it says right here in the mirror, it says something worthy of imitation, okay? So in Romans 7:7, right, it says, what shall we say then? Is the law sin? Think about it. Do you really think the law is the problem? No, sin is the problem. God forbid. The law is not sin. But yet in the Christian churches, they want to tell you that the law, we shouldn't follow the law. But the problem is you shouldn't follow sin. It says, nay, I had not known sin but by the law. So sin, the law is that mirror. It's showing you that you are living a sinful life. It's showing you that you need to change. That's what the law is about. The law is showing you a reflection on who you should imitate, something worthy of imitation. Okay? It says what? For I had not known lust except the law had said, thou shalt not covet. So the law literally speaks to you. And I was wicked as all hell, going out there, listening to the apostles. 25, 24 years old, listening to the apostles. Then got the audacity and the nerve to be trying to commit robberies, man. I was wicked, man. I was wrong. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua could have took my life, man. After I got shot, I promise you, man, I never thought about doing anything effed up anymore, man. It doesn't concern me, man. I should not covet that. It spoke to me. Why do I want something that somebody else have? Who gives a fuck about the $100,000 in the Rolex? My cousin probably would have kept the Rolex, probably gave me $20,000. He would have kept $80,000. So I'd have got jerked on the deal anyway. Okay? Now, real quick, it was a book that I read because I also went to Catholic school. I went to a school called Bishop Lachlan, all right? And I was always around the Bible since I was a little kid. And it was this book that we had to read called Confessions of St. Augustine the Hippo, right? Now, of course, it got an Edomite-looking face in it, right? But I thought, I remember in that story, it says, in one instance in the Confessions, it says, in the pear tree incidents in his confession, talking about St. Augustine, Augustine described how he and a group of friends climbed into the orchard of a neighbor. They stripped the pear tree of its fruit, not to eat the fruit ourselves. So they didn't want to eat the fruit. They just wanted to take it, all right? Not to eat the fruit ourselves, but simply to destroy it. He admitted that there were better pears to eat in their own gardens. So a lot of times, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua do give you blessings, right? Now check what it says. To Augustine, however, the act is symbolic. His judgment of pears' quality, attractive in neither color nor taste, is of the essence. Why did he steal mediocre fruits? Because what he craved were not the pears, but the forbidden fruit of committing a crime and the thrill of breaking a law. And I could totally understand that. I was a crash out. I wanted to break the law because the Most High said, don't covet. And I wanted to do it. I got a thrill, I got a rush. You understand me? I got a thrill, I got a rush behind that, man. And a lot of times brothers get, you dealing in the flesh, okay, and carnality, okay? Sin has you operating in a rebellion spirit. All right? Because the Lord is telling you, thou shalt not covet. And where does it say that at? In the book of Exodus 20:17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. So that includes his pears, his fence, his garden, his dog, whatever he got. And I moved to Atlanta. I left New York 2 years ago, and the Lord blessed me with a beautiful house, a beautiful wife, And I learned, like a lot of my neighbors, they might see you doing things to your home and, they might call HOA on you and be like, yo, did he get this approved? Because I got notifications from the HOA. Hey, you didn't submit the paperwork in to get this landscaping done to your house. And then I spoke to the lady and she slipped up and pretty much told me that one of my neighbors was complaining, bro. So I never understood true covenants. I knew about it, but until I got a house. And I said, wow, motherfucker called HOA on me because I'm doing upgrades to my home. I said, wow, man, this is a dirty game. Now, mind you, I don't understand why you would hate on somebody because you got your own house. You live next door to me, and you could do the same thing. But what I realize is that everybody's not blessed like that, Exodus 20:17, and I know I'm blessed. I know Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua bless me, man. It says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. So a lot of times brothers be committing adultery because you on social media, you seeing all these girls shaking their behind. All these girls got men. And you lusting over that. Your neighbor's wife. Mind you, you got your own wife. But you want your neighbor's wife. It says, nor his manservant, all right? Because back then Jake was balling, we had servants. Nor his maidservants, we had maidservants. Nor his oxes, all right? Nor his ass, his donkeys, animals, right? All right? I read a story with a guy that was selling pit bulls. And them guys set him up. When he came with the pit bull, they shot him and took his dogs. Nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. So anything that is thy neighbor's, you should not want, man. All right? That's what the Lord tells you. This is why the Day of Atonement is so potent, because it's things that you did knowingly and unknowingly. You see? And that word in the book of Exodus, that word for covet, it goes back to the Hebrew word, all right?
Strong's H2530. Chamad.
Which means to desire, to covet, take pleasure in, to delight greatly. Well, you have men that delight greatly. And the law is a mirror showing you that, yo, bro, you going off. You know, you desiring greatly. And that's why it says what? The eyes are the window to the soul. Why does it say the eyes are the windows to the soul? Huh? Why you think does it say that? The eyes are the windows to the soul. You want to know why? Because it says what? It is said that the eyes are the mirrors of the soul, that when we look someone in the eye, we are able to perceive its essence. Okay? So the eyes are the window to the soul, man. You get that? You got to understand that. You know? That is, when you see somebody kill somebody, that is the bodily, carnal, fleshly expression of their emotions and what they really feeling inside. They have a murderous soul. They have a cutthroat mentality. That's being expressed externally, but it's starting from inside. So you don't really know that you got this shit in you. You got this wickedness in you, man. You understand that? So this is deadly serious, man. You should not covet another man's woman, his ox, his ass, his cars, his vehicle, his jewelry. You know? This is a day that the Most High is willing to forgive you for all your sins, man. You know? If the Most High blessed a man, you know, with money, you shouldn't envy that man because he got money. All right? Brother may got free time. You shouldn't be upset with that brother because he got free time. All right? You could do the same things too. All right? If the Most High bless a brother with a good woman and she helping him out, paying the bills and doing stuff of that nature, like my wife, guess what? You got the same mouth, the same spirit. You could do the same things too. You got the same 24 hours in a day as me. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. You just got to be influential, man. All right? If a brother is doing making certain upgrades to his home, don't hate on that brother. Try to figure out how you could do it. How about we don't come together? How about we come collectively and we work on doing landscaping together instead of you worrying about how much money somebody's spending, man? All right? I got a scripture about the mirrors, man, right? This is Wisdom of Solomon 7:24. I'm going to wrap it up. It says, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. Wisdom is more moving than any motion, bro. So the people that really got motion on this earth, that got flavor, that got spirit, that know how to maneuver on this earth, is the men that have wisdom, man. She passive and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness, and she could penetrate all things. When you read about in Corinthians where it says you're going to have even guys that was extortioners, idolaters, niggas that was into witchcraft, Santeria, they're going to come into this truth. Homosexuals will come into this truth, man. See? It says, for she is the breath of the power of God. She's the breath of Yahweh. This wisdom, this fear, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. See that? Therefore can no defiled thing enter. Can no defiled thing fall into this truth, man. For she is the brightness of the everlasting light. She is actually the brightness of the everlasting light. The unspotted mirror of the power of God and the image of his goodness, bro. The image of his goodness. That's the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. This wisdom is the unspotted mirror. You see that? The unspotted mirror of the power of God. So what you looking at when you see a brother operating, you looking at the image of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. Period. This is the perfect mirror of God's goodness. And when you look up the word in goodness, right, it says that which is pleasing or valuable or useful. So the mirror, the Lord is showing you the image of his goodness, what is valuable, the things that are pleasing to him, the things that are useful in life, to weigh the good against the bad. Among the highest goods of all happiness and self-realization. This mirror, man, that's being shown to you to correct your wrongs, man, is the most impactful thing that you could see, bro. That's what it is. Look at some words. It says something that and benefits and welfare, something that aids or promotes well-being. This mirror that you are looking at is promoting your well-being, is good for your well-being. And it benefits everybody. You know? Make it make sense. Why would you not want to use the law as a tool to correct yourself? To see that you got stains on your clothes, to see that you got tissue stuck to your bottom of your sneakers. You see? Think about that, man. Let that seep in, man. That's why the Lord said what? When you see me, what? You see what? The Father. You see that? So by us seeing Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, let me get that real quick. This is the book of John. You know, I have precepts, but the Holy Spirit want to go. John 14:9. Just want to show you what that mirror is about. This is John 14:9. It says, Yahweh shall say unto him, right? I have been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that have seen me have seen the Father. You seen the image, you seen the mirror, the reflection of him. And how seest thou then show us the Father? Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself. So how can Christ, who y'all call Jesus, be God? When he's saying the words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself. Is he bipolar? Is he bugging out? But the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works, man. You see that, man? So that's the mirror, the unspotted mirror, man, of his goodness, man. All right? That's the Lord showing you his kindness. The kindness means what? The Day of Atonement is his kindness. The quality of being warm-hearted and considerate and humane and sympathetic. So the image, the Day of Atonement is the Most High sympathizing with us. Yahweh Shai is him bringing his son on this earth was sympathizing with us and being considerate and being warm-hearted and being humane. Do you understand that, man? Do you get that through your head, man? And being humane. Verse 27, Psalm 7:27, and being but one, she can do all things, right? She could turn a nigga like me, all right, a person that sold drugs. I'm not bragging about this shit, man. You know, a person that did robberies, tried to do robberies, you know. I'm not bragging about this shit, man. It says, in being but one, she can do all things. And remaining in herself, she maketh all things new. I am a new man. I'm not that same man that I was before. And I thank Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai because the mirror showed me that, yo, you was a nigga, man. And in all ages, right, meaning in all eras, right, entering into holy souls. All right? So in every era, right, during the Babylonian captivity, the Medo-Persian captivity, the Greeks, the Romans, the Most High was entering into special men, holy souls. She maketh them friends of Yahweh and prophets, man. So I pray that I'm a friend of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. I pray that I'm a friend of Yahweh Shai. And I pray that I am a prophet, man. You know? It says, verse 28, for God loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. So the mirror is being shown, right? Because God don't love nobody that's not dwelling with wisdom. You see that? Do you understand that? I'm going to keep on reading. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull up this whole joint real quick. This is Romans 7 and 8. It says, but sin, taking occasion by the commandment, wrote in me all manner of concupiscence. For without the law, sin was dead, man. So what does sin do, man? All right? Sin taking occasion by the commandment, right? Because what does sin do? It takes occasion by the commandment. It actually uses the commandments, okay? Sin used the commandments as a place to attack you, man. All right? Now watch this. Wrote in me all manners of concupiscence, for without the law, sin is dead. Sin was dead. So without the law, without the mirror, sin, you don't know what sin is. You don't know how to play a video game without the booklet. You understand that? Sin is dead. For I was alive without the law once. Meaning you live. You going to the parties. You know, you that street nigga. You know, everybody know you was alive. I'm a live wire. Without the law once. But when the commandment came, sin revived and I died. See that? When the commandment came, you got the knowledge, the truth, the understanding from the apostles, great millstone, from brothers like myself, from brothers like Brother Yashawan, but from brothers like Elder Manatazak, from Apostle Ricard, from Apostle Gabar, from Apostle Aramla. You see that? It says in the commandment, it says, but when the commandment came, sin revived and I died. And the commandment which was ordained to life, right? The commandment is on a path to life, bro. I found to be unto death. You see that? So the things that was good for you, you now looking at it as a destruction thing or death. For sin taken occasion by the commandment deceived me, and by it slew me. You see that? Because what does sin do? It's taking occasion. When you look at that word occasion real quick, go back to aforme.
Strong's G 874. Afarme. Afarme.
It says a place from which a movement or attack is made, a base of operation. So sin used the commandments as a base. It was like a headquarters of operation. Sin is right there next to the law. You see? I'm going to keep reading. That by which endeavor it excited and from which it goes forth. It says, which gives occasion and supplies matter for an undertaking, the incentive, the resources we avail ourselves of in attempting or performing anything. All right? So what is it, man? Sin used the commandments as a place, right, to attack. Because now you know. Because all sin does, really, it promises you like a sense of achievement, a sense of joy. Like, yo, if I do this, then now I could do this. Now I'm gonna find peace. I robbed this guy for 100,000. What if I had to kill that man? Or he would have pulled out a gun and I would have had to use my gun. You know, think about this shit, man. Like, really think, sin really will have you thinking that you're gonna find peace, and what you're gonna realize is that it don't bring you peace. You can have all the money in the world and it don't bring you peace, man. So sin uses the law so you could be rebellious. Because inwardly, that's what you are. You're a rebellious nigga. I was raised in the Bible. My grandmother used to take me to church all the time. I knew it was wrong to steal, but it's like you get a rush from doing this shit. I knew it was wrong to be wicked. You knew it was wrong to sell drugs. But sin is just deceiving you, man. You know? Just wanted to say that, man. Don't let sin use the commandments as a place to attack you, man. All right? And it deceived me, and by it slew me, it killed me. Verse 12, this is the last one. It says, wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment is holy and just and good. So the law is holy. Why would you tell somebody not to keep the law? Huh? Why? When the scripture is telling you that the law is holy, and the commandments is holy, and just and good. You're looking at the unspotted mirror of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. When you see me, you see the Father. Why not be in that image? Let's make man in our image. The law, statutes, and commandments. What then? That which is good made death unto me? Hold up, so you mean the Lord bring death unto me? No, God forbid, hell no. But sin, that is the issue, that it might appear sin. That it might appear sin. So the law was used to show that sin is there. You got a nigga in you, fam. Working death in me by that which is good. Working death in me by that which is good. That sin by the commandment might become exceeding sinful. Let that sink in, man. For we know that the law is spiritual, man. So how you say, I want to be better spiritually? You know, I pray for spiritual discernment. Because this life that we live in is a three-part. It's physical, it's mental, and it's spiritual. So how do you build your spirit up? Through fasting, through praying. That's what you're doing on the Day of Atonement. And what are you keeping? You're keeping the law. Like I tell you in Leviticus 20, the 23rd chapter. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. You see that? For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that I do not. But what I hate, that I do. You see that? So this is the battle that you're going through. Okay? And the mirror, you have to adjust yourself and correct your flaws. You understand that? So the law is spiritual. So what? We got to do the things that the Lord tells us to do. The Day of Atonement. And this is what we're doing. Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. Okay? And I always thought about this, and I said this last night on the phone. When you look at guys that wear number 23, it's spiritual, man. Because the 23 lets you know the high holy days, you know. And I was somebody that was an avid basketball player. Michael Jordan won 23. There's a lot of great players that wore 23, man. Okay? LeBron James. You know, that's a spiritual number, all right? But it's also giving you the high holy days of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. It says, Leviticus 23 and 26, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, think about it, Michael Jordan, Micah Allah, Michael Jordan, Jordan River, like, you know, King James. You think that's by mistake? This is spiritual. Leviticus 23 and 26, and the Lord spake, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, Yahweh spake unto Moses, Mashah, saying, also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And that's what we're doing now, man. Afflicting our souls. Not eating, not working, not buying, not selling. It says, verse 28, and ye shall do no work in the same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God, man. All right? You know, forgiveness, afflicting yourself, man. It says, for whatsoever soul it be that shall be afflicted in the same day, he shall be cut off from among his people, man. So this was a major, serious day, man. You talking about you could be cut the hell off, man, from your own people, man. Who the hell want to go through that? You know? Who the hell want to go through that? Atonement. I just want to read. It says reparation for a wrong or injury. So this day was really you understanding that you wronged the Most High. Really you having to understand that you wronged the Most High, whether you understood it or not. And it was a day for you to get what you call that? To alleviate, you know, get them demons over, make them confessions, get that off you. All right. It says, for whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted, shall not go through, you know, make this day a sorrowful day, and that same day he shall be cut off from among his people. So that same day, you could literally be cut the fuck off. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in the same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. So, you know, now, of course, brothers got to work. Hey, man, don't be so hard on yourself, man, because that's why Yahweh Shah is there. Verse 31, ye shall do no manner of work, and it shall be a statute forever throughout your generations and your dwellings, man. All right? So you don't know sometimes when you be doing things, man. You really don't have no clue, man. You know? So don't be so hard on yourself, man. Don't let nobody, you know, fuck with you about that, man. I just want to read something real quick. This is the book of Psalms 19, and I'm going to jump right to it, 12, right? Real quick, I'm going to end it off. It says, Psalm 19 and 12, who can understand his errors? Cleanse thou me from secret faults. So you could literally be doing things and, you know, secret faults, making mistakes. You know, a woman could be on her period, right? And she could be at work and y'all could be at the lunch table and she sit down in the chair. Then you come sit down in the chair. Well, guess what? You unclean. A dude could have went to a funeral. And then now he comes to a restaurant and now he got to cook for you. Well, you unclean, brother. So it's things that you might do, secret faults, things that you desired and made mistakes and you covered it by mistake, not knowing. Could have slipped at the tongue. Those are secret faults, man. So, I just want to read this prayer with Edris. And this is 2nd Edris 8, and I'm going to read in the G&T, all right? It says, 2nd Edris 8 and 24, "O Lord, you created me, and I'm your servant, so listen to my prayer." This is a prayer that Edris speak. It says, "As long as I have life and understanding, I cannot keep silent." You can't keep silent. "Do not take accounts of the sins of your people," meaning don't look at the whole nation of Israel. He asked the Lord to focus on the 1/3, the elect. Rather, consider those who have served you faithfully, all right? Pay no attention to the godless people and what they do, but take into account those who kept your covenant in spite of all their sufferings. A man of the Lord of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, he don't give a damn about voting for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump. We're voting for Yahweh Shah. Okay? It says, "Do not think about those who live wicked lives, but remember those who have gladly confessed you as Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, a God, my only God." That's my only God, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Nobody else. "Do not destroy your people because of those who have lived like animals." All right? 2/3 of our people live like animals. They don't want to change. So why would the Most High destroy everybody? The whole nation of Israel over 2/3? No. But be mindful of those who have taught your law in such a wonderful way. Brothers that come out making these powerful videos, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Do not be angry with those you consider worse than animals, but show your love to those who have always trusted in your glorious presence, man. See that? Damn brute beasts amongst Israel. It is true that we and our ancestors have lived our lives in ways that bring death. See? But it's because of us who are sinners that you are called merciful. So it's because of us recognize that, I'm a nigga, I'm a sinner. I've made mistakes. I might make more mistakes. The scripture says the righteous man falleth 7 times, man. That's part of the program, that you're going to make mistakes so you can pray and give reverence to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. All right? So you could pray and give reverence to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Remember, man, in Psalm 51:5, it says, "Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and sin did my mother conceive me." So we was shapen in iniquity, man. So how can you get out of that when you was shapen in iniquity? How? You're going to make mistakes in this truth, man. All right? It says, I'm going to continue on from verse 31, "But it is because of us who are sinners that you are called merciful." So the only way the Most High to show his mercy and his Day of Atonement, he needs sinners. And that's something that we are. So you will surely be called merciful in those, and you will surely be called merciful if you choose to take pity on us. We are sinners without any righteous deeds to our credit, man. You don't have no righteous deeds to your credit, man. All your righteousness is filthy. Do you get it through your big skull head? All your righteousness. You think because you did a galactical Day of Atonement or you did a Passover, you came on a horse. That's all filthy, man. Verse 33, "Those who are righteous will receive their reward on the basis of the many good works that they have stored up with you." All right? Verse 34, "What are human beings that you should be angry with them?" Who are we that you should be angry with us, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? What is the mortal race? Right? The race that we doing on earth is nothing. All our righteousness is filthy rags. That you should be so bitter against it. To speak the truth, right? This is Ezra speaking the truth, meaning keeping it real. No person was ever born who did not sin. There is no one living who is not guilty. Verse 36, "Therefore, Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, your righteousness and goodness will certainly be made known when you show your mercy to those who have no treasures of good deeds." That's the mirror, man. That's the sympathy. All right? That's the kindness. That's the consideration. That's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua being humane. And understand we ain't nothing, man. All right? The Day of Atonement, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, by Shimmer Kodash, man, for creating this day, man. Last precept, Job 9:20. If I justify myself, right, looking in the mirror, oh, I look good, right? My own mouth shall condemn me. If I say I'm perfect, it shall also prove me perverse. So can no brother, nobody say they perfect, man. Only Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai know if you perfect. Just like Job. Only Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai knew he was perfect. Job ain't know he was perfect. All right? So stay humble, man. That's what the Day of Atonement is. It says what? Shall prove me perverse, difficult, awkward, unhelpful, uncooperative. You see? Annoying, disobedient. All right, so if you say you are perfect, man, you are disobedient. Look in the mirror, man, and find yourself. Kahallah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah Ba'Shem Kodash. Shalom.